Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translators Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Thursday at noon, 3 and 6 p.m. and again is re-aired later throughout the weekend with the other weekday broadcast replays. Today is Flag Day, June 14th, 2018. And now, the news at noon. From the Durango Herald file photo, Silverton has canceled its famed 4th of July fireworks show because of the extreme fire danger that persists in southwest Colorado. San Juan County Sheriff Bruce Conrad announced the fireworks display would be called off via Facebook on Wednesday afternoon. There will still be plenty of family fun events and lots of visitors celebrating our nation, Conrad wrote, but now is not the time to endanger the natural resources of our forest. It is the time to be spreading the message of how serious the fire danger is in the region. Silverton's 4th of July celebration, which culminates in one of the biggest fireworks shows in the area, is by far the town's flagship and most profitable event of the year. Drawing thousands of visitors, the town's announcement that the fireworks display will be canceled follows suit with the neighboring towns of Durango and Pagosa Springs. It's unclear if Cortez or Dove Creek has yet canceled its fireworks shows. Durango and Pagosa Springs plan to host 4th of July events, sans fireworks. As for Silverton, the small mountain town about 60 miles north of Durango has already taken a hit during its peak tourism season because of the 416 fire, which has largely closed U.S. Highway 550 and ended passenger service on the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad since June 1st, when the fire started. I like to say we're the largest dead-end cul-de-sac in the state, said Deanne Gallegos, director of the Silverton Area Chamber of Commerce. It's been brutal. Silverton officials, however, are pushing a strong message that the town is open for business, touting the hotels, restaurants, shops, and backcountry trails that are operating. Though the San Juan National Forest is closed, lands managed by the Bureau of Land Management and San Juan County remain open, notably the Alpine Loop. Gallegos said it's important for people who recreate in these areas to remember Stage 2 fire restrictions are in place. And though Silverton's economy isn't seeing the thousands of visitors it usually does at this time of year, resilient residents are trying to get by. Honestly, we've had people that have driven around through Ouray and over Red Mountain Pass and sought us out to support us, Gallegos said. Our neighbors have been amazing. From the Journal, photo credits Rick Egan, Salt Lake Tribune, and Jeffrey D. Allred, Deseret News. A fast-moving brush fire destroyed 8 homes in the Utah tourist town of Moab along Pack Creek, while more than 3,000 people in Colorado and Wyoming fled multiple wildfires scorching the drought-stricken U.S. West on Wednesday. The blaze in Moab, known for its dramatic red rocks, started in a wooded area Tuesday night and quickly spread to homes over less than a square mile, Police Chief Jim Winder said. Crews were extinguishing embers on Wednesday. Police said the early investigation has ruled out natural causes for the blaze that ignited near a creek that is frequently used as a walkway in a largely blue-collar neighborhood. It was not near the tourist-heavy areas in the town known for its proximity to Arches and Canyonslands National Park. Moab resident Shane Tangren told the newspaper that he arrived home from work Tuesday evening to find flames nearby. He was trying to protect the house he's lived in since he was 16 by wetting it down, but the wind shifted and sent the flames barreling right towards him. He fled. I sat there and watched it burn to the ground, Tangren, 55, told the newspaper. Everything, photographs, birth certificates, memories, it's all gone. My first car, that was a 1970 Pontiac GTO, up in flames. I bought it when I was 15. In Colorado's mountains, residents have evacuated more than 1,300 houses, condos, apartments, and pricey homes as flames threatened an area known for its ski resorts. Firefighters, with help from aircraft, got a quick jump on a fire near Silverthorne after it was reported Tuesday and have managed to keep it from spreading beyond about 91 acres in heavy timber, including trees killed by pine beetles. Summit Fire Chief Jeff Barino said Wednesday night that lightning did not play a role in the fire and that, quote, some type of human element is probably likely the cause. Meanwhile, a wildfire in Wyoming's Medicine Bow National Forest doubled in size over 24 hours, burning about 8 square miles. Nearly 400 seasonal and permanent homes have been evacuated because of the fire near the Colorado border. That fire has destroyed some structures, but investigators have not said how many or what type. The situation was better in central Washington, where authorities lifted evacuation orders or warnings for about 50 residents as crews worked to contain a wildfire burning grass and brush. Officials said one small outbuilding was lost, but no injuries have been reported. And now, let's take a look at the weather. The national weather map is now quite a bit changed, with a high pressure remaining over California, but the low pressure bringing the potential rain and thunderstorm activity from the Pacific Northwest across the Intermountain West is meeting up with the moisture and precipitation coming up from Mexico into the Four Corners. Though much of Texas and Oklahoma catch a break today, the mix of systems over the central U.S. pushes more wet weather with severe thunderstorms and possible flooding across the Dakotas and Minnesota. While the Rust Belt to the Mid-Atlantic is dry, New England catches some more spring rains, and all across the South, thunderstorms continue to be the norm. The regional update, a hazardous weather outlook, is stated for eastern Utah and western Colorado. Winds will increase today, causing critical fire weather conditions for eastern Utah and portions of northwest and west central Colorado due to low relative humidity and gusty winds. Scattered thunderstorms will also develop this afternoon over the central and southern Colorado mountains, with dry lightning and gusty winds the main concerns. A red flag warning is in effect as well for the Colorado mountains to account for the dry thunderstorm threat. Temperatures will remain hot with above normal values. I don't know where your temperature was yesterday, but my daily high temp reached over 100. Critical fire weather conditions are likely on Friday as well, as winds become a bit stronger over eastern Utah and northwest Colorado. Thunderstorm coverage increases as well to include all western Colorado mountains, with dry lightning and gusty outflow winds the main concerns. Therefore, another red flag warning will be in effect for Friday to account for these conditions. Moisture will increase substantially Friday night into Saturday as the remnants of Hurricane Bud track across the region, causing widespread showers and thunderstorms with heavy rain possible. Moisture and storms remain through Sunday before conditions dry out from the west early next week. Now for the DCTV National Weather Service local 5-day outlook. Today, isolated showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Areas of smoke after 2 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 86 degrees. Breezy with a south-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles an hour. The chance of precipitation is low at 20%. Tonight, isolated showers and thunderstorms before midnight. Areas of smoke before 9 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 58 degrees. South-southeast winds 10 to 15, and the chance of precipitation remains at 20. And then Friday, isolated showers and thunderstorms afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 83 degrees. Breezy with a south-southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming southwest 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation is 10%. Then Friday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy with a low around 56 degrees. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25. The chance of precipitation ramps up to 50%. Saturday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm. Cloudy with a high near just 66 degrees. South winds just around 10 miles an hour, and the chance of precipitation is 60%. Saturday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 51. Chance of precipitation drops to 40%. Then on Sunday, a slight chance of showers, with thunderstorms also possible afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 73 degrees. Chance of precipitation is back to 20%. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 51. Then Monday, sunny with a high near 78. Monday night, mostly clear with a low of around 50. Tuesday, it may start to warm back up again, sunny with a high near 79. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 51. And now back to the news. From the Durango Herald, the Community Emergency Assistance Coalition, which works to prevent homelessness by providing one-time emergency assistance to individuals and families who face near-term financial crisis, is experiencing increased demand for services as a result of the 416 fire. The coalition, made up of several local service nonprofit and government agencies that serve people in La Plata and San Juan counties, provides about $130,000 a year in emergency financial requests for things such as child care bills, insurance payments, past due utilities, and rent payments. That said CEAC Program Coordinator Bridget Corse. Every year, the fund can fill only 65% of requests. In the past couple of weeks, requests for assistance have increased by 50%. We were looking at reduced funds prior to the fire, and now the demand for assistance has doubled, Corse said in an email to the Durango Herald. Unlike other groups, CEAC will help with mortgage payments, she said. This is because one of the missions of the group is to prevent homelessness. Recently, wildfires have displaced people from their homes, and some are out of work. For example, the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad has furloughed 150 employees. And businesses like Purgatory Resort in the northern part of the county have been under mandatory evacuation. The group mainly focuses on financial needs such as housing, so if somebody needs assistance with food, for instance, those individuals are referred to other programs such as food stamps. Applicants are vetted and meet one-on-one with a counselor. To make sure money is used appropriately, the coalition pays vendors directly. So if a person requests help with rent, the coalition will pay the property owner directly. To apply, people must fill out an application and set up an appointment. Businesses interested in joining the coalition can contact Housing Solutions for the Southwest, which is the umbrella organization for the coalition. One-time donations can be made by donating to United Way of Southwest Colorado, with the check made out to the Community Emergency Assistance Coalition. Because of the increased demand, the coalition has added 5 appointments per week for applicants. From the Colorado Politico, courtesy photo. Is John Hickenlooper the anointed next president chosen by people who secretly control the world? Or does he just enjoy hanging out with a brainy crowd? The website wearechange.org calls the Colorado governor the, quote, new Bilderberg Golden Boy after he attended the private Bilderberg Group conference in Turin, Italy last weekend. The website says its mission is to expose the lies of government and the corporate elite who constantly trash our humanity. The annual private Bilderberg gathering is a favorite target of those who deem it a secretive society hatching plots. It gets its name from the Hotel de Bilderberg in Oosterbeek, Netherlands, where the first conference was held back in 1954. The website staked out the conference and caught video of Hickenlooper at the airport. The conference's website in advance provided the names of the 131 North American and European leaders and intellectuals who were to attend. This used to be unavailable, thus generating the questioning of what these world leaders are doing behind closed doors, perhaps conspiring, as in working together on similar agendas. The Hickenlooper gotcha had already been gotten last week by Newsweek in an opinion piece by Charlie Skelton, who called the conference the Super Bowl of corporate lobbying. Notably, however, Hickenlooper is the only invitee this year thought to be a presidential possibility, even though the Democratic governor says he has no plans to jump into the 2020 race. Last year's attendees included Senator Tom Cotton, a Republican from Arkansas and Trump loyalist considered a future GOP presidential candidate, as well as Wilbur Ross, Trump's Secretary of Commerce. While Hickenlooper may or may not be the world's elite's Manchurian candidate, his invitation speaks to his rising national and international profile if he were to seek higher office. Colorado Politics asked him about the trip at a press conference Wednesday morning. He said he paid his own way, but he maintained it was not a signal he's jumping in the race for president. Some of the smartest people that I know, academics, business leaders, go there to share ideas, he said. There's nothing evil or sinister that I could see there. Hickenlooper said participants collect ideas they can take back to their businesses and governments. People were very interested in some of the things we've done in Colorado, he said. When we do those kinds of trips, whether it's in the East Coast, West Coast, or when I go on economic trips to Asia or India a year ago, it's great to brag about Colorado. Peter Boyles broke the news in Denver on his radio show on 710 KNUS on Monday morning. Quote, he came to kiss the ring, Boyles said, then gigged the local media for not reporting on the trip. If you can't figure out the Front Range media predicated on the governor of the state leaving like this mysteriously, you know, where you don't know where he is for 4 days, nobody says a thing, and you say, okay, I'm going to believe them now. According to a press release from the Bilderberg Group sent out before the event, the topics to be discussed were populism in Europe, the inequality challenge, the future of work, artificial intelligence or AI, the U.S. before midterms, free trade, U.S. world leadership, Russia, quantum computing, Saudi Arabia and Iran, the post-truth world, and current events. And now for the Dolores County Sheriff's Roundup for the week of June 4th through June 10th. Cattle panels and a squeeze chute were reported halfway out in a county road. The owner was contacted and the panels and chute were removed. There was a report of an open fire near Stoner Mesa. A member of the West Fork Fire Department made contact with the individuals and informed them that there is a burn ban in effect. An officer also responded to the area a little later and did not see any smoke or fire. There was a report of cows on Highway 491. The owners were contacted and the cows were removed from the highway. A report of a suspicious vehicle in a driveway was received and an officer dispatched. The officer arrived and everything was okay. A report of a large plume of smoke up in the Rico area turned out to be the Burro Fire located in Montezuma County. The Rico, Dolores, and Cortez fire departments were dispatched to assist the Forest Service with the fire. A caller reported a Ford Focus northbound on Highway 491 driving recklessly. The vehicle was through town before the call was received, and officers were unable to catch up with them before the state line. Dispatch notified San Juan County, Utah Dispatch. And a local resident reported a possible computer scam. That's under investigation. And that concludes today's roundup. Stay tuned for continued updates next week. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. Today, Thursday, there's a public meeting regarding latest information on the Burrow Fire. Thursday, June 14th at 6 p.m. at the Dolores Community Center. Dolores Chamber of Commerce is working this in conjunction with the USDA Forest Service. The USDA Forest Service and the Rocky Mountain Type 1 Incident Management Team, their IMT PIOs will hold a public meeting outlining the latest information on the fire and the San Juan Forest closures. Everyone is welcome to attend. The address is 400 Riverside Avenue in Dolores. Barring technical difficulties, the meeting will be live streamed onto the fire's Facebook page. Go to @416fire. Mesa TV will provide a full quality recording of the meeting after the event. This Saturday, the 16th, the Montezuma Orchard Restoration Project, or MORP, is hosting its Heritage Apple Tree Sale and Fundraiser at the McElmo Farm and Orchard in Cortez. Join Montezuma Orchard Restoration Project in keeping Colorado Old Orchard Country by attending the event. Members can enter at 9 a.m., non-members at 11 a.m., and runs till 2. For more details or to join them, go online to montezumaorchard.org. And check out what's happening at the Mancos Public Library. They say it's their summer kickoff party, Friday, June 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come join them at the library for art, music, games, water balloons, face painting, snacks, and more. This is also a great opportunity to register for their summer reading program. And all of the happenings are posted on the DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, and original stories and local posts. To share your event or information, contact us. It's dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119. Well, thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is rebroadcast at 3 and 6 p.m. on each of those days. The weekday news shows are then replayed throughout the weekend as well. And be sure to check us out on social media. Our Facebook page is DCTV News at Noon. Please like us there and share it with a friend. This has been a production of DCTV for the News at Noon program out of Duck Creek, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.